Hi, welcome to Miss Annette's Little Farm in the Big City. Well, we're in the garden today. We have a few things to do. More fall things, getting ready for winter. And one of the things that we need to do, we need to start getting the bees ready. I've been feeding the bees and watching the bees. I treated the bees, and now I need to do a couple of things to get them ready for winter. The bees spent all winter creating warmth, and it can get really warm inside of the hive. As a matter of fact, it stays very warm as long as the cluster is a good, healthy, big cluster of bees. And so far, from what I see inside the hive, they've got plenty of honey to get them through winter. They need about 60 pounds of honey to get through the winter. And there's plenty of bees, so that's good. And we'll just give them a little bit of help by making this and making the candy board. I'm going to put this together. We've had this for a couple of years now. Mr. Steve helped me make it. He cut it for me, and then I stapled little mosquito netting inside of these holes that I drilled to help get some of the humidity out. We're going to use some burlap here, and I'm going to staple it, and then we're going to fill it with some wood chips. Some people fill it with wool. You can fill it with anything that absorbs moisture, and we will be using that in the beehive this winter. Now, we probably won't put it in today because the weather hasn't been cold enough for that yet, but we're going to do this. I want to have everything prepared so that when the weather report says that the weather's going to change, which it'll probably change very soon. It's been beautiful right now. It's just been gorgeous fall days, 70 degrees, really nice. But that's going to change soon, and I want to be prepared. So we're going to go ahead and get this ready, and then we're also going to be making our candy board. We'll have that ready as well. So let me plug in this. People used to use fabric in their little box like we're using, but we're going to use wood chips. It's worked pretty well for us in the past. Beehives are very warm inside during the winter, which causes condensation, and the condensation can drip down onto the bees and chill them, and that will kill them. Kind of like a bowstring. A quilt box ventilates for moisture management. Keeping the hive dry is imperative. And this quilt box will help my little bees survive winter by keeping them nice and dry. I have this now, and this is what I'm going to make the candy board on. There's a little hole right here for the bees to get in and out, and the candy board will be placed in there so that the bees will have something to eat during the winter if they run out of honey, and in the spring. All right, so we're gonna make the candy board now, and we're gonna need some newspaper and of course the candy board frame. We'll put the newspaper on the frame. That's how we start. This will hold the mixture that we're going to make. Got it like this. I guess we didn't need that much newspaper. So this is the start. We have about 6 cups of sugar. And I'm going to add some vinegar. I'm going to add some distilled vinegar. Oops, just a little bit more of that. And that will help it to keep it from molding. So you want to put that in there to keep it from molding. I get the sugar mixed into the water, then I add more sugar until it's the consistency of batter. I pour it into the candy board frame and smooth it out so it's nice and flat. I like to make a space in the middle, so I put this little bowl in the middle, and it'll make a space. Once the candy board is cured, I will take the bowl out, and then there'll be a hole in the middle of the candy board for airflow and to keep the humidity down. I set it aside for it to completely dry out. I will continue to feed the bees sugar water until the weather turns, and then I will add the candy board and the wicking quilt once the weather starts getting really cold and we start getting frost consistently. Since I was taking care of the bees today, it occurred to me that it has been incredibly dry. For weeks, we haven't had very much rain to speak of. And I didn't think about it, but even though I water my plants, I didn't think about the mason bees needing mud to make their nests. So let's go ahead and check and see what's going on with the mason bees. So see, there's one. See that? And I don't see any in here. And this one looks like it's been ransacked. So we have a lot of different kinds of bees here on the little farm, with the mason bees, the honeybees, and the bumblebees. And the bumblebees really like these Mexican sunflowers. They're so pretty too. We're not going to have these much longer. So what's going to be happening here, it's going to be frosting soon. I think I already said that. It's going to frost here soon. And I'm going to be, I don't want to do it today. So this area is going to be where I'm going to be growing my garlic. So I'm going to have to, I wanted to wait till the first frost, and then I wouldn't feel so bad about taking these down. But it looks like they've already have some frost damage on them. See those spots? And I also need to harvest my loofah. These are my loofah sponges, and I'm waiting for them to dry out. They're not ready to harvest yet. When they get yellow or start getting spots, then they're going to be ready to harvest. I've got 3 big ones here. This little guy here. See, I think I've got another one growing somewhere. Here. Ooh, I think this one might be ready. It's not yellow yet. And then this skinny one here. Oop, there's another one. Oh my gosh, look at this one. They're not ready to harvest, but once I harvest them, we will do that together, okay? Those trees are so pretty. All right, you two. I'm tangled up. Tangled up with dogs. Oh, goodness. Well, I had some more stuff to do, but I guess it's dinner time, so I have to stop for now. But I want to thank you for stopping by today and hanging out with me while I did a few things for the bees. It's so beautiful. I know it's going to change soon, but it is gorgeous. And we're walking over to one of the restaurants and getting some takeout. Then we're going to go back to the little farm and just enjoy the rest of the evening. And I hope that you're having an enjoyable day as well. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Visiting on Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. Brownie. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Get outside today if you can. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Love you.